other matter which is pending government approval, and that is the gas allocation matter that has not been resolved so far. Again, there were differences between the Power Ministry, the Fertilizer Ministry. Where do things currently stand as far as the gas allocation policy is concerned?
This is a matter, which we had actually, they listed this matter on 28th of May. But the comments from I think the Fertilizer Ministry or some Finance Ministry had not come. That's why we are waiting for that. But that means again, I would like to, hasten this process because it has been going on since very long time. So I am expecting these ministries to send the recommendation. Anyway, we would like to fix up the meeting either next week or thereafter.
Is there likely to be parity between the power sector and the fertilizer sector as far as gas allocation is concerned?
That is the proposal.
Are you going to push for that?
No, it is not my going to push. At the Power Ministry, there is a lot of pressure.
Yes.
You also know 20 to 25,000 megawatt of gas-based, power plants are idle today. They are not getting because the priority is only for the fertilizer. They don't get any gas altogether. That's why somewhere we have to move first.
So, do you anticipate that along with the decision on gas pricing, a decision on gas allocation is also likely before the end of June?
I think so.
Both these matters before the end of June?
Because
you're saying this on record?
I'm saying it on the record because the Power Minister is not in station. He has gone abroad, I think. He will be coming only after 20th. No sooner he comes, this matter will be taken up.
What about the disinvestment program, sir? Because the Finance Ministry has, of course, laid out an ambitious target as far as disinvestment is concerned. Some of your oil companies are also likely to be a part of that disinvestment program.
As far as the Indian oil IOCL is concerned.
When is IOC likely to be done, sir?
No, we are ready, but it is for the Finance Ministry to call for a meeting and schedule it.
But do you have a broad timeline of when you think IOC will hit the market?
We are ready.
You're ready.
It is for the Finance Ministry, but there is always a timing, it will be determined.
I want to talk to you about something very curious that happened just 24 to 48 hours ago, and that was the issue with ONGC when we were told that the deal has been struck, and then very shortly that deal was withdrawn, and we don't know whether that deal will be done, won't be done. It must have been fairly embarrassing for you and your ministry as well.
Of course, when I saw the news, it has so embarrassed me. Then I talked to the CMD ONGC. The thing was that our team is there in Mozambique.
Right.
They were expected to meet the minister and then make an announcement. I think they are hurried up.
So it was a premature.
It's a premature announcement.
But is that deal tied up? Is it done?
I think it's being tied up.
It is being tied up. So is it likely to be announced anytime soon? Have you gotten any sense
I think so. My sense is that yes.
So there was no other hold up on account of that?
There is no major. I don't think we can't call it as a goof off. It is only a question of tactical errors.
What about the other deal that everybody's been talking about, again involving ONGC and of course the Kazakhstan oil block? What are you being told as far as that is concerned?
We are seriously going into that. Cabinet has already taken a decision, and of course we have the competitors with China, and hopefully we succeed.
And by when do you expect that there will be clarity on whether they will go our route or China's route? Are you using the Ministry of External Affairs to also make your case and try and stitch up this deal?
I think hopefully that deal will be through.
You keep talking about wanting to attract investors into this sector. The fact of the matter, Mr. Moily, is that over the years, this sector has been a beleaguered sector. Foreign investors have lost faith in this sector because of the various changes, the way that policy was rolled out and then policy was rolled back, especially as far as the tax incentives were concerned. You've said on record that you would want the next NELP round to be bigger and better than all the previous NELP rounds. But do you believe where things currently stand in the country, with growth rates having come off so significantly, with this air of uncertainty, with an election down the corner, that investors are really going to be interested in putting this kind of money into India in the oil and gas sector? I
think all that apprehension is over. Now the things are moving fast. 1999 NELP sectors have commenced. That's how there's a big jump on the sedimentary exploration. Unfortunately, there are some projects which are pending because of the defense problem. I have proved to the Prime Minister and also the Committee on Investment that the defense projects can coexist with exploration. I could prove that. And as a result of it, I think 90% of the projects have been cleared now. Now everything is on the way. Then then that has inspired the confidence of the, because some people were very much
But while what you say is correct, that the CCI was brought in to sort out issues between the Ministry of Defence and your own ministry, and a lot of progress has been made on that front. But when you speak with companies individually, and they're still writing letters to you saying that some blocks should still be considered no-go blocks because we cannot deal with the kind of conditions that the Ministry of Defence has laid, and these are companies like KN, etc.
That is a matter of past. Now they are also enthused, because 90% of those obstructions have been melted away and there is no more available, and only 10% remaining. That is also we are going to sort it out. Then mining lease area we have cleared. That's why you find now Barmer, Kakinada, the oil is now found. The activities are on. They are they have already deployed the rigs for the exploration of this. Then we have also many of the other things also we are cleared, and there were 1 to 3 years some of the management council resolutions have not been minutes, have not been signed. Then our secretary sat for 1 month completely, even Saturday and Sunday we cleared all those things which were pending. Now those things will also come up, and we have cleared a number of things today. What was once called that in Rajasthan, there will Barmer and other areas, no oil available. Today I must tell you, the largest reservoir is available, largest contribution for the oil coming from the Rajasthan area, and they were, I think the Rajasthan government was getting, I think 500, 600 crores per annum. Now they are getting 4 to 4,500 crores.
But there were still concerns that Vedanta had raised. They had written to the Prime Minister several times, written to your ministry several times, seeking speedy, expedite, clearances, etc. And they had even promised or targeted 500,000 barrels, production from that.
That is done now.
So are you saying that all clearance-related issues have been sorted out?
Many of the clearances have been given, some of the clearances on the way, and it takes its own process, takes its own time, and we have curtailed it. It used to take 38 months. Now, within 5-6 months, we have ensured that the processes are curtailed, and we are going ahead.
Mr. Moily, the apprehension is that the government is fearful of taking a decision, hence this business of setting up one committee after another committee after another committee. You're assuring people who are watching this show today that as far as gas-related issues are concerned, whether pricing or allocation, there will be a decision by the government, by the cabinet, perhaps by the end of this month. And as far as moving to export parity, as far as subsidy sharing mechanism and the change possibly of the subsidy sharing mechanism, 2-3 months time, it will be done.
Our shale gas and CBM policy will come about within 20 days time.
So Moily, it's always a pleasure speaking with you. Thank you very much for joining us on CNBC TV 18.
Thank you.
With that, it is time for us to wrap up the appointment. From all of us here on the team, goodbye. Many thanks for watching.